We've looked at how you could share individual documents with others through Google Drive. One of the way you can share things, and this may work a little bit better for teachers when you want to share something with the whole class or a group of students, you can create folders here in your Google Drive. So I can go over here to Create and choose Folder, and maybe I'll just call this All Students. And so I'm creating this folder, and I want to put things in this folder that I want to share with all of my students. I could set this up by block. I've seen teachers do that, first block, second block, and so forth. I'll just call it All Students and create it. So I have a folder here now under My Drive. You can see some of the other folders I've created. But this folder is just called All Students. And then I have a little drop-down menu next to that folder. And I can come down here and do share, and then share again. And it's just like we've seen with the individual documents, but in this case I'm sharing this whole folder with someone. So I could put in my students here if I wanted to, so I would still have to type in every student and list them here. But once I've done that, so let's just do one student. So I could go through and do all of my students that way. And once I have that folder shared with all students, then anything that I put in that folder is shared with all students. So if I wanted to do this Mercury presentation and share it with all students, instead of opening this up and typing in all those students' names, I could just drag it and drop it in the All Students folder. So then all students would be able to see that file in there. And maybe I don't want to have it to where they can edit, which is the default. Let me go back to share here. So the default is that anybody I add here can share. I may want to change that to be can view, so that I use it as a way to put up files that I want students to be able to just look at. So maybe I have a template or a worksheet that I've created. I want the students to be able to look at it. They could then go into the All Students folder that I've shared with them, open up that file, and then create a copy of it that they would be able to type on. So that might save you some time. Instead of having to type in students' names on every single file that you want to share with them, you could share one folder, type in the students' names on that, and then you just have to drag things and drop it into that folder. And if we're done with that one, say the Mercury one, when I'm finished, I could drag it out of the All Students folder and just put it back into My Drive. So I drag it out of All Students, put it back to My Drive, and now it's not there for students. So that can keep the file or that folder from being too filled up with stuff so that it's confusing for students. If you just put stuff in there that they need for the current lesson or the current assignment, it's there for them and they can get to it easily.